Dude, look how beautiful this is. Look at this. Yeah, pretty crazy. This thing is like awesome. Yeah, it's been rough since January. Since my last video, it's been rough. And I would say late January went into some sort of like flare up. And then since then, I've struggled. I would say it got a little better in February. And then March, it got rough again. I think it has something to do with seasonal allergies like pollen. I wasn't sure if it was like something that I was doing, if I was like overexerting myself, if I was working too much. Like I just don't, it was hard to like figure out exactly what was going on. But yeah, this has been a year now at 37.5. I haven't been completely sure like what's been going on with me. I was working a lot, and then like seasonal allergies started, and I think that was a big part of why I've been in like this flare up. Nothing that I've been doing lately as far as trying to make myself feel better has really worked. I've had 4 severe panic attacks over the past, I would say, month to month and a half. Yeah, I think it has something to do with the amount of pollen in Connecticut. When you have mast cell activation, it really, like your body just reacts to everything, whether it's environmental or if it's like foods, supplements. You have to be so careful. But I also have MTHFR double gene mutation, so it's like I have to take vitamin B, but I don't take methylated because that can really make things rough as far as anxiety goes. I was really positive in my last video, and overall I've been doing a lot better. It's just the past 2 to 3 months have just been rough. That 1 year update was, I was in a good place then. I was working a lot, but my body has just been under a lot of stress, and it's hard to come out of the stress once you get, it's almost like you get trapped there. Mast cell activation, histamine intolerance, regulating my thyroid levels, trying to keep up with brain tapping, primal trust, making sure that I am not eating any inflammatory foods. It can be really difficult, to say the least. A year ago when I went down to 37.5, I was obviously in a rough place too. And then summer I got a little bit better. So I'm just hoping that this is going to start to fade and that I'm going to feel, better soon. My main symptoms are shortness of breath, fast heart rate, high blood pressure, dizziness, vertigo. Some migraines have come back. Balance issues are, can be really intense. I have trouble falling asleep at night because of like OCD and akathisia. I could probably name another like 100 symptoms that I've been dealing with. Like I've said in the past, you try to hang on to the things that make you happy, make a gratitude list, and count your blessings, because I do have a lot of those. I had a panic attack about 10 days ago where I was in my sister's driveway. My heart rate was up around 150, and then my blood pressure just, it was like skyrocket with my blood pressure. The vertigo, it was like everything was spinning. The adrenaline was at an all-time high, and it reminded me a lot of my past experiences in 2019, but yeah, it was a really, really rough panic attack. I know it was brought on by a bunch of different things. I got through it. I'm still here. That's what you always got to remember, is that, you've survived 100% of the panic attacks you've had. So that's something I try to hang on to. When you're in one, though, you always think that one specifically is different, or that's going to be the one that is going to ultimately take you out. But that's not the case. Anyway, yeah, stress is just so powerful, especially when you're coming off of a medication that you've been on for 23 years. I don't know who I am without the SSRIs and the SNRIs, because it has been 23 years basically of being on these medications. That is what my brain knows. So if you take that away, it's going to take a long time potentially to heal and to get back to baseline. But yeah, 23 years is a long time to be dealing with this. It's been rough in the past and it's gotten better in the past, so I gotta hang on to that. I have a lot of things that I'm grateful for. Family, friends, my dog. My health isn't fantastic, but it could obviously be worse. I got hobbies that I'm into. Obviously, records. I'm into gaming. I like hockey. I'm a huge Rangers fan, even though they suck. There are things that I do enjoy. Oh, and obviously, if you see the back wall, I'm really into horror movies and anything scary. So yeah, I do have a bunch of hobbies, and I record music. Right in front of me is my music setup. I haven't played music in a long time. I used to play at bars and restaurants, like locally. I was in a place a couple of years ago where I was like, I can't even enjoy this anymore because of how much I'm like suffering. Like I would get up there and I would start singing and just completely out of breath, like so short of breath, like on the verge of passing out, and hot flashes, dizziness, all the same stuff. So I had to give up, playing the gigs, which, is rough because I was enjoying it. And then obviously hockey is something I miss a lot. I played a ton of hockey throughout my 20s. I would say like my mid 20s is when I was really into it. And then the health stuff, got rough again in my late 20s. So I had to step away, and that's something I miss a lot. And I know eventually I'll get back into gigs and playing hockey. It's just going to take some time. So that's where I'm at right now. Past few months, like I said, have been rough, but I got to take it day by day, and I'm going to go from there. I hope everyone is doing well, and I'm sorry I haven't posted again. Life happens sometimes, and I'm going to try to post more. I want to post different kinds of videos, not just videos where I'm talking about how shitty I'm feeling or how good I'm feeling. I want to do other stuff. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well, and I will talk to you very soon. I'm breaking bones and you're signing my cast. That's exactly how you'll wind up dead. Arm's length. I'm possessed by my past, put a roof over my rotten head. You know exactly where I'll go when I'm gone. Know that it's been in the works for so long. Born and raised, tending to our trauma, 'cause you know that it's all we've got. Probably my favorite band right now, Arm's Length. I mean, there's so many bands I'm into, but this is one that is really standing out to me right now. They have a new record coming out in a few weeks. Music is healing, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon.